but always accurate. And you talked about talking about losses, Jessica. And look, the reality is 2-11, 5-11. That's 7-22 plus 3 losses 10 the season previous. 7-25 now in the Jaguars' last 32 games. 7-25. So it has become a little bit redundant. The Jags are 1-6 at home this year. I don't think they've ever done that before. Only New England left. Different players today because of injuries, but the same results. Another loss and a franchise worst all time. 2-11. First half of the game against the Jets, a misadventure of drop passes. I mean, you just got to catch the football. It's been this way the whole year. Jags were leading, but in the second half, Jets come out initial drive, pound it down, and scored touchdown 7-3, got a field goal. Jags, who were 2 of 16 on third downs, gave it right back, and Powell takes it in from 4 yards out, 17-3. Little shout out to Montel Owens, who got his first start at running back in his NFL career. 91 yards and this nice touchdown on a 30-plus yard run. Congrats to Montel. Jags trying late, but get picked off there. They lose 17-10 to the Jets. Jets. Tough day for Chad Henne. Receivers didn't help him much, but 21 of 43, 182 yards, no touchdowns, 41 rating. Blackman had 6 catches, had some drops. Look, the Jags offense has scored only 216 points this year. Only Kansas City and Arizona have scored less.
We just got to keep fighting, keep doing the things we're doing. We all know that we're doing the right stuff in here. I mean, we were working our tail off, and we just got to continue to do that and finish with a great 3 games here.
We're going to stick together. We're not giving up. We're going to keep coming out here and showing up on the field.
They played a hard game. They tightened up in the second half. We just we should have tightened up. We should have matched the intensity of that second half.
You know, I don't want to pick apart the sound. Jeremy, we should have matched the intensity in the second half. Why didn't you? You know, these are but at this point when you're 2-11, what are the guys going to say in the locker room? It's been a terrible year. Right now, they and the Kansas City Chiefs are both 2-11. There's only one team at 3-10. So the Jaguars very much in position for a top 3 pick in next April's draft. They're off to Miami on Sunday. They'll play the Patriots in Rapid, Tennessee. I don't know if they'll win any of them. I wouldn't bet on them winning any of them, but we'll see how it all plays out. Now, the fans are in despair, and I understand why. I thought the crowd today was terrific. I thought that there was a great festive atmosphere pregame, which was fun to see, almost playoff-like. A lot of it, I think, had to do with the Jets, a lot of New Yorkers, Tebow being here. But let's bring in the Cush Cam right now. He's manning the tweet seat. He scours. And, Cush, what have you – I see you found another national media guy taking a little shot at us.
That's right.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
Oh,
you said the crowd was terrific.
It was terrific. I mean, look, they're 2-10. The Tennessee crowd was the only crowd that hasn't been terrific this year. And that, at that point, the season's over. They turned out en masse today. It was great.
Well, not everyone thought the crowd was terrific. And here on the First Coast, we tend to get a little defensive and irritated when members of the national media pick on little old Jacksonville.
Right.
Many Jaguars fans, none too happy with ESPN sports business reporter Darren Ravel for the following tweet.
Okay, what do you got?
Early in the game, Ravel decided to take a picture of his TV screen while he was watching the game, and you can see a wide shot of Everbank Field. And yes, there are some empty seats in the upper deck, but we've seen worse at NFL stadiums, especially in this state.
Cush, let me jump in.
Yes.
We've seen far worse,
right.
and you're right. Miami and Tampa are just 2. Did you watch Oakland on Thursday night? I mean, go anywhere. And it's not a Jacksonville problem. Again, that was a terrific crowd today for a 2-10 football team. and I see what he said here. So
Right.
this is why people get angry.
Yeah, the caption of the tweet rubbed people the wrong way too. But let's take a look at the crowd today.
All right, yes,
because once I saw that tweet, I had to actually shoot some video.
I mean, is that not a big crowd,
Exactly.
Jessica?
Look, north end zone's full, the home side's full. Now, there are some empty seats in the upper deck, but that's like that for most games. And Section 404 is the one that they pulled the tarps off of, but
Half full?
not sure they really had to pull the tarps off. You know, half full, like you said. But again, very good crowd. And national media doesn't quite understand. Now, more from Darren Ravel. He shared this photo that was sent to him from one of his followers who was at the game today. And you can see about 5 people in this shot wearing Tebow jerseys or T-shirts. And, you know, while there were a lot of people wearing number 15 in the stands, this picture does not represent everyone in attendance. So TV Jack's Tim sent a picture in return to Ravel, and he says, well, you can't see any Tebow jerseys in his section.
Right.
So there was some talk on Twitter that some Jaguars fans were able to find Ravel's home phone number so they could call him and give him a hard time.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that actually happened, but there was talk about it.
Oh, look at Freddie T chiming in.
Freddie says...
Now, Freddie was in Gainesville today for an appearance, so maybe he had his Gator pride bursting at the seats.
I get the impression that while he was in the car, he said he's got a car service, so he's just in the back seat hanging out while the driver takes him wherever he needs to go.
Okay.
And Freddie says, free Tebow. And we know there are some Jags fans who are not Tebow fans, so one of them responded to Fred by saying, don't do that to us, Fred.
Okay.
And Fred says, well, do what, bro? I'm a Tebow fan. He's a winner. I'm assuming Jets fans love torture. NFL's about making adjustments, and it's needed there. So...
I like that.
So many people are on different sides of the fence with this whole Tebow debate, and not sure when we'll get some closure to it, because until he gets a chance to prove whether or not he can be a successful starting quarterback in this league, we'll never know if he's good or if he's not good.
I just would have liked to have the theater today of Tim Tebow starting for the Jets, just to kind of see what would happen. I thought that would have been terrific theater. Think about it now. He's been in the league, what, 3 years, and he's been here twice. And he's played, what, 2 plays?
3.
3 plays total?
2 carries and 1 as a decoy wide receiver.
For Denver.
Right.
And that was like the opener one year, right?
His very first game ever.
Yeah. So, Kush, good stuff. We'll check back with you in just a bit. But that's basically the Jaguar story. 2-11, as I mentioned, Jessica. When we come back in Sports Final, we're going to talk about the Tebow thing from the Jets' perspective and from Tim's side of things, and see, is he ever going to play quarterback in the NFL? I mean, what's going to happen? So we'll talk about that, college football news, more NFL stuff, high school football. It's all coming up on Sports Final in just a couple minutes.
All right, Dan. Thank you. You know, even